Well, hello. It's been a while, to say the least. Uh, yeah, I haven't recorded in maybe 6 months. I don't know how long. I haven't actually checked. I've wanted to record more as per usual. So this is a bigger leap than I want to. I really want to basically archive my life a little bit with these vlogs and I haven't done it in the entire summer, and that's not too surprising though. I was thinking about doing it with my cell phone instead of because I haven't been home or I've been home, but my second home because I live here in Karlshamn and also in Stockholm where I'm actually written. Um, but yeah, I was staying over my mother's place for this summer. And yeah, and I don't know if it would have mattered really if I might have not recorded at all anyway. Anyhow, yeah. So yeah, I just want to. I'm gonna record for about 15-20 minutes, somewhere around there. Might be longer, but this video won't be much longer than that. Um, I'm gonna try to keep it. I want to keep it emotional, but not too emotional. I've been, yeah, I've been feeling shit as per usual. Oh, wait, this is the wrong headphones I'm wearing right now. That's not the one I'm gonna use for this right now. There we go. I'm gonna use my earbuds. Because why not? Because I can't bother to change chords really. And this way I will actually be able to hear myself a little bit. The problem is these earplugs are quite crap. Um, yeah, I have so much to talk about. Like I'm so overwhelmed with everything I want to talk about, but um, the problem is it's by now it's so much I don't really know what to say almost, which is strange. But I guess the first the first thing I might be able to bring up is that I'm actually still here, still in college, still studying sound design. I just yeah, it was a really close call not me being able to start the next term of next year of college because I like the points for you get points for completing courses, and I liked 30 points, which is two courses. In this case, two. They're 10 weeks each. 15 points is equals to no 10 weeks. Yeah, 10 weeks of studying, and I completed those two courses in basically to it's I'm really not bragging because it's not um the the level of how like hard this program I'm studying is like it's not the requirements aren't really hard for you to pass. You basically it's very easy to pass. I think. It's almost a problem because I don't push myself enough in some situations. And that's not true at all because I barely can. Like, it doesn't really matter. I like that standard's pretty low. Of course, if you complete a course, you will actually learn stuff. At least I have, I think, from every single one. At least something at least about myself, if not like if it haven't brought me any interesting knowledge. But I think at least every course has given me some knowledge. There's still a few courses I haven't done yet. But yeah, I've been on like the brink of getting thrown out. Thrown out sounds a bit harsh, but not enough to continue studying. Yeah, I've been so like on the line, just on the edge, balancing on the edge, or on a thin thread between two giant edges, like a giant cliff face, a crevice, and yeah, it's just it feels nice that I fucking managed to get those courses done in a few days each, basically. Um, and it feels nice that I actually will get some money soon. I haven't gotten an income since last. It's currently September, and I haven't had income since in January when I got some money from my father's life insurance, or yeah, I guess it's his life insurance and not mine, because he's passed away, I suppose. Yeah, so then I got some money 10 years after. So, like, that was in the nick of time. Because I didn't get any. We get loans, student loans in Sweden, and I've reached the point where I was still, like, I was able to continue studying, technically, and which I did to some extent. But I didn't get the student loan, which you get when you're actively studying, which I weren't really. Yeah, so like those monies I got from the insurance was like fucking like from God's end, basically. I don't believe in God, never have really. And yeah, and but however, like I got them in the perfect fucking timing, like when I couldn't have needed them more, because then I could continue paying my rent and food and waste it on things I don't need to. But yeah, it's been it's it's kind of hard to wrap my head around that I managed to stay in. The problem is like that my level of constant anxiety at this point is so high. It's not that high right now for me, at least. It could be worse. It could be a lot worse. But it's still I can't when it comes to school assignments and deadlines, I can't really. It doesn't really matter if it's a deadline or not, if it's not a deadline that's really important for me in the form of economical standpoint or me continuing studying. I haven't just been able to bear myself to do it simply. Like, I can't build up the motivation for things if it's not like. Because I've been such a mess the last few years, half my life, more than half my life, even, but especially the last three years, basically. Three, yeah, two and a half. No, let's say three. Um, yeah, it's been my life always been a mess, but it's been more of a mess lately. The 3 past years, I've been a little bit like overwhelmed with being me, and yeah, uh, it's just it's hard to actually. Now it's getting like um, I lost my trail of thought, train of thought. I never remember which is correct. It's just it's nice actually being able to complete the assignment and hopefully soon get money. I haven't gotten money yet. I'm not poor. I still have some money in funds, which I cannot use. or I don't want to touch either. But so I'm not completely poor. Um, but I at least I have money for. I have. I think it's about 1,300 crowns now, maybe, which is what's that? Maybe a or $120. No, $150 maybe. Yeah, more around 150, almost $200 even. Not quite. It doesn't matter. I don't have a lot of money right now. I've at least paid my rent for this month, and I don't need to pay my rent for another 13, 14 days, which I probably will have money then. Money, what a fucking thing. Um, yeah, I don't know. I've just been such a mess. I haven't been attending school for the last 1.5 week because after doing the courses that I needed to do, like I pushed myself too hard. I couldn't really get started with them. I tried like the entire summer, but it couldn't really bring myself to do it. It's like I said, like deadlines and shit. I can't really. I need a strict deadline, something that will have a consequence, a big consequence, and a quite direct consequence too, I guess, because I don't know. Otherwise, I can't bother to actually do it. It's not bothering either. It's more I can't muster the strength or whatever to call it in lack of better words. I can't just I can't do it. I can't do it. And that's it's hard. It's not it's not fun at all because then when the actual like deadline comes and like the problem was just yeah, now it's 2 weeks ago maybe. Right before school start I didn't have enough to register for the term. And then I just needed to do those assignments that I needed to do, basically. And I did them in too short of a time. Like I pushed myself too much because I needed to like do them as fast as possible. So it's like I like it's not a lot of text I needed to write. It's like the two big assignments I need to do for the courses is each 1,500 words, like 3, 4 um, A4 paper size, like 3 pages, 3, 4 pages around that. So in total, like about 6, 8, depending. But also that's not like not a lot of text, but the problem is it's also academic, so I actually need to write them in academic matter and actually try to have some sources and from like actually need to find material for the things I write about and shit. And being the dyslexic diagnosed with dyslexia and ADHD. And I'm not sure if I'm depressed right now. Maybe a little bit. Not, no, no, I'm not. Just anxiety and mentally fucked up. I don't know. Like, it's just life's a bit too much for me sometimes. And it's just like living with anxiety for 11 years now. Is it 11? 11 and a half, yeah. Since my father passed away, and it's just. It's tough dealing with. it's just like that it never ends. Like I thought when I was younger that everything would be good by now, basically. And it, I don't know. It is, and it isn't. It's hard to explain. But life's hard, and it will always be that, unfortunately. And it's hard. Yeah, that's that's basically the level I can put it into words right now. I just I just need time to express myself a little bit. Which I'm doing now, which I haven't really taken the time to do much lately, and therefore it's quite overwhelming. Um, yeah, because I have a lot of thoughts and suppressed feelings and stuff. To some extent, um, I haven't been crying much lately. Except now slightly. I'm on the brink of doing it. It feels it's strange. It feels like I've been needing it for I don't know a long time. But I simply haven't been in the state of mind to do it lately. I haven't been feeling like crying, or I've been feeling like it, or I don't know. I haven't been crying much lately. I can't remember last time I did. It might be just the other day, but I haven't had a like big old cry in a time in some time, in a few weeks or months maybe. And I need to do that every once in a while, or very often sometimes. And it depends. Yeah, it's just I did I began to write a little bit, like basically doing the same thing I'm doing now, but in writing form. Just I've just done it once. I wrote. I don't know how much I wrote, but maybe half a page, or maybe a page even. Just random, just writing like my heart's content out a little bit. Not quite. Oh, this is so messy. But yeah, I wrote a little bit, and it's something I'm gonna try to do more. I've started, like, the time I actually did it was a few weeks ago, and I haven't continued writing on it. Or it sounds, I don't know quite how I want to write either now. I'm just writing and going to see where it takes me. I have a the plan with it is to actually, because I'm not I will be typing rather than writing, to be exact, but my plan is to actually make this file separate of each time I write. So when I create a file, I will write on that document, then copy that document and continue on it the next time I write. That's the plan I have for it, just to give it some documental value or something. So actually, instead of, because then I can actually go back and improve on things I wrote earlier. I'm gonna date them. This is just, I've been playing with the thought of it. And how I'm gonna do it is, I think, date it when I start writing that day, and that date when I end. And after that, I save the file, create a copy of it, which I save the original file, and then I create a copy which I continue to write on the next time. And then I also place date and time when at the passage I start writing at, because like a new page maybe, but I can still then, by doing it in that way, I can actually go back and change things I've wrote previously, but still keep the info from earlier. I don't know why I've chosen to. I think it's just a more interesting way to handle documents in this time, in digital form, because you can do so much with them. You can actually see the process a bit more instead of like erasing that progress, overlapping it rather, drowning it, in other words, changing it so it's no longer the same text anymore, because I might want to rewrite some stuff. That way I can actually keep them how they were when I actually wrote them, and then edit them afterwards. And I don't know. I just think it's a pretty cool idea, to a way to write for myself, which I haven't. I'm not much of a writer because I'm dyslexic, as I said, but it's good practice, and I'm not like, I can write and read no problem, like, or with effort, but it just takes more effort for me today than it takes for the normal individual. Like, I get the same results basically, but it takes more effort by now. In another 10 years, maybe you can still notice differences sometime. I work in strange ways, how I build up my grammar, the ways I create my sentences, both in text and when I'm just speaking. I think it has a little bit to do with my dyslexia to some extent, like, or maybe my ADHD. I forgot how to pronounce it for a while. I don't know. I just want to get better at expression, ex- expressioning myself in both text and in words, or whatever other means I can practice. Yeah, I don't know. This is longer than expected, but yeah, I don't know. I need to do this more, so it's not that fucking messy as it is now when I do it so rarely. Because I just have so much in my head going on and want to talk about so much that I talk about a lot of, like, it gets so splitted. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna end it now because before I continue on in eternity, because I basically can do that, and I will start another recording session if I feel like it, rather. Yes, yeah. Thanks for watching, whoever you are, and take care. Bye.